you'll hear the compelling testimony of Jemal King. His story reminds me of the biblical parable where there were two farmers in desperate need of rain. Both prayed for rain, however, only one left to prepare his fields to receive it. Sometimes when you put action behind your faith, people can think you are crazy. Some of us like to call that crazy faith. If you would like to see how God's promise reigned in Jemal's life, stay right here. I'm Claudia Parker, and 5 Minutes of Faith starts now.
I am Jemal King, the 9-to-5 millionaire, and I'm here with Claudia Parker on 5 Minutes of Faith. So over the years, just growing up, I remember having this vision and this dream of always wanting to be a millionaire. And it was crazy because I've always seen myself, becoming a millionaire by playing football. And I didn't make it to the NFL. I actually became a police officer. But during that time, I invested in real estate. And by the age of 26, I became a millionaire. And so it seemed like my life, I realized every single dream that I ever had. I went from having a huge real estate portfolio to all of a sudden starting a chain of daycares that was making multi-million dollars, and then investing into a security company, and that security company growing to one of the largest security companies in Illinois, and then taking that and investing in other businesses. But then it was one thing that I saw that money couldn't buy. So my wife and I, Camille, our life was blessed. And we realized just about everything in life that we could ever want. And we had our two daughters, my oldest daughter, Ayana, and we had our other daughter, Jasmine. But it was this one thing that I wanted in life, and that was a son. And so at the time, we didn't think much of it because our first two children, we had them instantly. And we didn't have to work for it. And it wasn't until, Camille and I, we started to aggressively try for, to have this son. And we went to different doctors, and doctors were saying they didn't know what was wrong. And here it is, 2-3 years go by, and we still could not conceive. It started to get kind of rough on our marriage. And I remember all of our community, everybody in our family, our support system, in the beginning, they were all saying to us, like, hey, you guys, keep trying, you guys are gonna get it, hey, we're there for you. But then after 5 years went by, it seemed like everybody kind of just fell off and kind of just told us, like, God has blessed you with two beautiful daughters. Why don't you just go ahead and be happy with that? Camille and I, we were renovating a house at the time, and this was considered our dream house. I took one of those guest bedrooms, and I said, I'm gonna turn this into a bathroom, and I'm gonna connect this bathroom to the bedroom that my son is gonna have one day. Everybody was looking at me crazy. When I was talking to the contractor, I said, hey, my son needs a bedroom this size. He meant he need a bathroom. And then I went and got a urinal and then put the urinal on the wall. I not only built a bedroom, right, for my son, but I went and purchased a crib, and then I went and got a mirror and put his name on the wall over the crib. I went and got a rocking chair and put it on the side of the bed that he would sleep in, and then I would pretend like I was reading my son a story every single night. I started seeing my name in the Bible. It got so crazy where it was nothing shall be impossible unto Jemal. It was one scripture that really stood out when it was like, when everything was helpless. The Bible said Abraham decided to believe anyway. Not according to what he could do, but what God said he would do. No matter if nobody else believed, what do you believe? What did God say to you is possible? And when I remembered what God said, that's when I saw a change in my life, and my wife said that she was pregnant. And I'm happy to report now that I have my son, and it took us 7 years, and the crazy thing about it is that God made 7 years. He made it happen for 7 years so I can know personally that his completion was done. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Haven't you ever hoped for something? And this was the first time in my life that I actually hoped for something that money couldn't buy. You have to believe and then prepare a place for it. And then also one thing that I want to finish with is show gratitude before that thing is even realized. I have a journal at the house, and I would write not letters to my son, but I would write letters to God thanking him for blessing me with the son that I have. Not only did I write a letter thanking him, I wrote a letter for each phase of my son's life. Let me tell you something. When you go there, and I'm getting chill bumps on my arms, when you have that type of gratitude, God has to bless you. Christ said, because of your faith, you shall have. The ultimate currency that you will have to pay is going to be your faith. So strengthen your faith level and just know that all things are possible to those that believe.